Greetings, Tiger fans. Welcome to another installment of Hardin County High School basketball. Bill Sharp along with Steve Carnell. We're here at McCaleb-Welch Gymnasium as the Hardin County Tigers are hosting the Chester County Eagles from across the county line there. And we are set for a really good night of basketball. Looks like the crowd's starting to file in bigger than usual. So I'm sure there's a lot of people that have been able to make this short trip in order to see these two teams, or four teams as it were, play tonight. And the Lady Tigers, fresh off of their first victory in the district this week, are looking to add to it.
Yeah, this should be a really good game. Chester County typically is really good. They're well coached. Coach Burnham and
Coach Pipkin. Yeah.
Coach Pipkin, they know each other well. They've both been in the coaching ranks for quite some time. But, yes, we played really good basketball at Lexington on Tuesday night. The first half was almost flawless for the Tigers. And Lexington played well, too. And then we come to the second half, and neither team, could throw it in the river over here, which was to our advantage because when we needed some points, Faith Ann Shelby hit a big three, and then Haley Hardin on a play that probably wasn't set up for her to do that, but she was smart enough to see an opening, got a layup. We got 5 quick points, and then, ran the clock out.
Not to mention that we had a substantial lead at halftime. So you can do that when you are ahead at half, but when you're behind, you can't have those lulls like we did the other night. Lady Tigers withstood the comeback, though, and 1-0 in the district, and tonight will be a big step in the right direction if they can put these Lady Eagles down.
Yeah, this will be a big win if we can get that. We get one on the road, get one here. And then Monday night we'll be in Central Alabama. That's a non-district contest. And then Tuesday we'll be right back here. McNary comes to town, and that'll be another tough challenge for these Lady Tigers.
So we're going to have 3 games in approximately 5, right at 5 days. So it's going to be a leg tester and a durability tester for the Tigers. Both teams will have to provide that. And I know that both of these coaches have gone through great lengths to get these girls and guys in shape, so I don't see that as being a huge issue.
Well, we talked about they looked a little sluggish coming back from Christmas in a couple of the games, but the other night, man, they looked refreshed. I don't know what Coach Burnham did after the loss at Kossuth, but they looked really refreshed, energized. We talked about Haley. Haley looked like herself. Sarah looked like herself. Reese was all over the place. Faith Ann did Faith Ann things from last year. So, I hope that continues, and that's just something they can build on.
Well, relying on my experience as a coach, you never know when that kind of thing's going to happen, particularly when you put them out there in competition and the pressure's on. And we were hitting, which is something we hadn't done in the previous games.
Yeah, had a really good first half.
So let's take a pause here for a word from our sponsors. We'll come back with the tip-off as the Lady Tigers, Lady Eagles, set to go right here at McCaleb-Welch. Stay with us on K93. All right, Eli. So the Hardin County High School Choral Group put on the national anthem tonight, and they did an excellent job. As we are preparing for the introduction of starting lineups. It looks like Jariah Williamson, Kara Pipkin, and there's no end of those Pipkins at Chester County. Daisy McManus, Annabelle Lockridge, and Allie Campbell. So that's the Chester County lineup. Lights come off, spotlight comes up, and the cell phone lights come on. Coming out first will be Sarah Strickland. She's a senior, playmaking guard. Forward, Reese Harville, a junior. Nathan Shelby, a senior, shooting guard. And Haley Hardin, a forward, and center, Haley Hallett, a senior. Haley is a junior, or Haley Hardin is. And Haley Hallett is a senior. Get you confused on those Haleys. But lights come back up. Head coach Ron Burnham, Chase Young, Crystal Rich, the two assistant coaches. I was trying to remember Coach Pipkin's first name. Do you recall?
I didn't even recall her last name.
Well, I've seen her in so many years in a row, you'd think I'd be able to recall that, but it wasn't on the roster, so all it said was Pipkin. But
maybe that's what she goes by.
Hallett's going to go against Lockridge and will control the tap. Strickland will field it, bring it across the timeline. The Tigers are on the prowl. On the right side, they go to Faith Ann. Now back to Strickland, right wing way outside. They're 4 feet, 5 feet past the circle. Now Hardin has it. Playing catch back and forth around the perimeter. Now to Harville on the side. She'll go down and dish it off to Hardin in the corner. Her three is no good. Hallett had it for a second. There's a struggle for it. Finally, it's going to be knocked out of bounds. And they're going to give it to the Hardin County Tigers. Reese Harville on the baseline, inbounding from the right side of the lane, right outside the backboard. She gets it to Strickland, head of the key. Strickland picks up the dribble, goes to Hallett at the free throw line, high post, left side, right side rather. Now to Shelby. Shelby bounce passes under to Hallett. Hallett turns to fire but can't. She's fouled first.
Same recipe as the last few games. Double her down low, make it shoot outside, and see if we can bring them out.
I believe Hallett's got the height to overcome that, though. Inbounds is going to be stolen away by Chester County, then stolen back by Harville out to Faith Ann for three off the right. That's no good. Rebound taken down by Harville. And out to Hardin on the left wing. Back to Strickland. She backs up to the circle. And goes to Hardin on the left. Hardin, quick pass back. Layup won't go. Rebound. Strickland has a layup. It did not find the range. And the rebound is going to end up in a foul. I believe it's going to be a frustration foul on Strickland. She reaches back following the miss and picks up her first personal. Both teams have one team foul. We're just underway here with 6:44 left to go in the first period. No score. Across the timeline comes Williamson. She drives down on the baseline, dumps it out on the left side. Three-pointer is no good there by Pipkin. Rebound taken down by the Tigers, and they're on the attack on the other end already. Faith Ann's put up a three from the right side. It won't go. Rebound taken down by Pipkin. Now across the timeline comes Williamson. Williamson picks up a pick at the head of the key. Instead goes down on the baseline. With it, there's Campbell. Campbell has it stolen away by Harville. Harville just took it away from her. And now to Strickland. Strickland down to Shelby. Shelby giving the three, doesn't take it. Instead, tries to bounce pass it under to Hallett, but it didn't have enough steam. And Hallett and Campbell will tie it up, and it will be Eagle basketball in the backcourt on the alternation, since Hallett so clearly won the toss-up. And Williamson across the timeline. Tigers drop back in the zone. Here's Williamson for three. No good. Rebound put up and in. Kara Pipkin got the rebound, stuck it up and in, and it's 2-0. Chester County here early in the first period. Hallett comes out on the right side, takes it on the right wing, looks for someone inside, can't go, tries to go on the wing to Strickland. It's going to be stolen away there by Pipkin to Williamson. Williamson down the floor now to Pipkin for the three. This is going to be an air ball.
A couple of turnovers, Bill, early. And we're trying to get it inside, and they're doing a great job of shutting off the passing lane so far.
Well,
Chester County, that is.
Yeah, some of these cross-court passes need to be nipped in the bud, though. Here's Hallett on the right wing, down on the right side now to Shelby. Shelby to Harville. Harville underneath to Hallett. Hallett shots blocked. Rebounds picked up by Chester County, and they're down on the other end already. Williamson drives in. One-handed jumper, won't go. Rebound, Strickland. Strickland running. Got a 3-on-3, drives, baseline jumper. Got it, yeah. That was a beautiful coast-to-coast run by Strickland following the rebound. And we're tied at 2. 4:34 left to go first. So far, this quarter's gone lickety-split. On the right side, to Lockridge. Lockridge to Campbell. Underneath to Lockridge. She puts up a shot blocked by Hallett, picked up by Harville. Harville down the floor to Hardin, who's already in the forecourt. Can't go anywhere and goes back to Harville. Now to Strickland, head of the key. Takes a long three-pointer. Comes off the back rim, goes wide left, and it's going to be picked up by Lockridge. Lockridge over to Williamson. Williamson underneath and going in for the layup was Campbell, but she missed it. Rebound Hallett. Hallett down now to Strickland. Strickland to Hardin. Hardin just inside the three-point circle. Hits the deuce. She's on the scoreboard. The Tigers lead 4-2. Williamson across the timeline. On the right side. She goes to Cherry, who's come into the game. Now there's a long three-pointer off the right side by Williamson. It's off, no good. Hallett cleans the boards, gets it out now to Strickland. Strickland down to Harville. Harville for the three. Won't go. High bounce coming down with it. It's Pipkin. Pipkin to Williamson, and we're going right back to the same cycle. It's 4-2. Everybody's moving up and down the floor well. We're just not scoring. 3:08 left to go in the first. The pass in the paint. Turnaround jumper. Lockridge gets two. Hallett was there, but she just couldn't keep her from putting the shot up. Now we're tied at 4. Across the timeline comes Strickland. Strickland. Shelby on the right side. Looking for Hallett. Running down the lane. She gets it on the right side. Turns in. Yeah. Gets the swirl.
I thought it was going to swirl out of the basket.
That did at least 480 before it went in. As 6-4, Tigers up by 2. Chester County back down the floor, preparing to do some offensive business here. With it is McManus. Now to Williamson. Williamson over to Lockridge. Lockridge almost as tall as Hallett, maybe taller. Here's a pass into Lockridge. She stops and she's in the paint. She can't go and goes back outside now. Williamson with it. Williamson drives down the lane on the right side, and there's a whistle and a foul called on a Tiger. Let's see who it's going to be on. It's going to be on Shelby. That's her first. Into the game for the Tigers is Gamble. Out comes Hardin. Bailey Gamble, the junior. That came out well. And it will be Chester County basketball on the baseline. Williamson gets the inbounds pass, goes to the right side, heads in the lane, dumps it off just before disappearing in there, and the shot by McManus is off no good. Rebound Harville. Harville over to Strickland. Strickland all the way in the free throw circle, over to Shelby on the right. Three won't go, comes off hot. Williamson's got a lead, and she goes in for the layup and got it.
Yeah.
That shot by Shelby came right straight off of the backboard, hit Williamson at the free throw line, and she had to. And Strickland's going to pick up her second foul. And that's the team's third. In comes Hardin, out comes Strickland. And to the line will go Jariah Williamson, shooting the first free throw of the night. She missed it. Rebound.
Yeah, they got the long rebound.
Back McManus outside now to Williamson. Williamson will set up the offensive shop again with 1:29 left to go in the first period. We are knotted at 6. Pass inside. Harville gets a hand on it, deflects it on the floor. Now a held ball. That will be Tiger possession.
Timeout.
Timeout on the floor.
Yeah.
Timeout on the floor. 1:22 left to go first period. We're tied at 6. Back in 30. Over Strickland. Now to Harville, right side to Gamble. Catches Faith Ann coming the other direction. The handoff now to Hardin. Lob underneath, good lob, but Hallett just had it knocked away, and Gamble ends up with the loose ball and gets it outside to Harville. 20 seconds. 18 seconds. Down now to Gamble outside, or rather that's Shelby to Gamble. Back now to Harville, 8 seconds. She's pretty good distance out there. She drives in, gets it now for a three-pointer at the buzzer, and it's going to be a three by Bailey Gamble to give the Tigers a little jump start in the second period. They lead 11-6. Let's take a 1-minute pause for a word from my sponsors, and we'll come right back. Along with Steve Carnell, the Lady Tigers up by 5 here after the first period. And looking pretty good. Better in some spots than others, but getting a pretty good work on the boards tonight.
Yeah, they're getting what they wanted to do with Haley. They're getting it inside, and she's moving, good. She's tall, but now the other girl that is Gardner, she's a big girl too.
Yeah, Lockridge is capable. Tigers with it, starting the second period. They work it outside into Hallett, back outside now. Harville goes in the lane trying to get a layup, or at least a one-handed jumper going, and Chester County cut that off. She ended up traveling with the basketball, and the Tigers will cough it up with the first possession here in the second period. 11-6 Tigers. Williamson across the timeline for the Lady Eagles. She stops and drags her foot. She gets, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. She dragged her foot and gets called for traveling too. So the Tigers inbound. Harville to Shelby. Shelby stepped on the line, got pressure from Williamson, and stepped on the half-court line in backcourt violation. It's going to cough it up. So a couple of mistakes here early in the quarter slowed the Tiger offense down.
Well, that's not Faith Ann's deal anyway. She's a shooter. She's not a point guard.
Strickland comes back in the game. Out comes Gamble. As Chester County works it in, they lob it under, and it's stolen away by Hallett. Hallett over to Strickland. Strickland down. Puts the layup up. It's too hard. Rebounded by Lockridge. Out to Williamson. Williamson stops about 8 feet away. Missed the jumper. Rebound Hallett. Haley Hallett ruling the boards on the defensive end. Not doing a bad job on the offensive side. Strickland to Harville. Right side now, Strickland takes her place. Drives in the lane, tries to pass it over in the corner to Hardin. It was batted away and picked up by Hardin. Shuffled outside to Shelby, and the Tigers set it up again. With 6:27 left to go here in the second, they lead 11-6. Harville has it now, goes in the corner trying to catch Hardin, and threw it into the locker room way back in the back recesses of the gymnasium.
She had two Lady Tigers over here right beside her, and she threw it halfway across the floor in the corner, like you said.
The girl disappeared in the locker room. So Chester County will benefit from that with 6:11 left to go. Down by 5, but they have a chance to cut it here. Pass into Lockridge. Lockridge has it batted away by Hallett. Loose ball on the floor, and a couple of players go to the blue and white, go down, and there's a hell ball that is assessed, and they're going to give it to Chester County on the alternation. Pipkin inbounds to Williamson. Williamson actually dribbles out to the head of the key, and Shelby comes out to pick her up. McManus now, guarded by Strickland, picked up the dribble, in a little trouble. Gets it over to Williamson on the right side. Williamson drives the lane, goes in, puts up the jumper, won't go. Rebound's going to be tapped out of bounds by Lockridge. Nope. It's actually homecoming, but I'm sure all that'll happen after we've gone off the air tonight. And I want to wish all the seniors and other students here at Hardin County High School the best for the 2022 school year, which is a little over halfway over. And the best luck in the future for sure. Halftime, the Lady Tigers trailing 16-14, and really getting bested in the second period. And I know that the coaching staff is in the locker room now talking about ways to, put a little bit of juice into that offense. Defensively, they're playing well. You hold a team to 16 points in the first half, you should be winning.
Yeah, they've done a really good job defensively, and offensively though, it seems like the last couple of times we've been here, we've struggled, and you wouldn't think that would be that way. We shot the ball really well Tuesday night on the road, and then here we are. We've struggled from three. I don't know how many we made. I don't know that we've made a three. Maybe one.
Faith Ann hit one.
Bailey.
Bailey Gamble hit one.
Bailey Gamble has one the other night.
Well, that's all we've got.
Yeah, that's all we've got right now. They're trying to get inside to Haley, but as soon as she touches the ball, she's got two or three that are just mauling her inside.
My recollection is we haven't taken that many three-point shots tonight.
Now we've been really in a rush. It seems like we're getting the rebounds on the defensive end, and then we're just blasting down the court, and which playing fast creates turnovers.
Right.
And we're not setting up our offense.
It either generates points or it creates turnovers. And if you're fast enough to get ahead and get to the basket first and get the crip shots that are high percentage, then they're successful. But if you're not getting there and the other team's getting back on defense, it's time to think of another way to go. And I think with the way we shoot from three-point land, we might need to be a little more patient.
Yeah, they just got to take their time. I mean, Chester County is a good basketball team. They're well coached. They haven't showed a whole lot of offense like we said. And then if we can have this quarter or this half like we had the first half at Lexington, we should win this one going away. We let them hang around, though, it's going to be a difficult fourth quarter.
No question. Okay, still halftime. We got two more quarters in this game, and, of course, the boys following that tonight. So get back with us here in a couple of minutes after this word from our sponsors, and we'll bring you quarter number 3. 16-14, Chester County up on top of the Hardin County Lady Tigers here at halftime as homecoming 2022 at Hardin County High School. The Tigers have sputtered a little bit in the second half, in the second quarter, that is, and are looking forward to changing that trend here as we begin the third.
Yeah, good crowd on hand, though, for homecoming. Kind of threw you off. You didn't see any of the girls in the dresses or anything like that. All that's afterwards, and we got to stay for that.
Yeah, okay.
So, anyway. Hey, I want to remind you, though, Sports Talk in the morning at 9 a.m. Start your sports Saturday with me and Coach Burnham, Coach Carpenter. We'll talk about tonight's game, this week's games, and what's ahead next week. So tune in at 9 on 93.5 FM.
Sounds like fun. Reese Harville will inbound it to Sarah Strickland to start the third period, and we're underway. Strickland dribbling on the right hand, right side, goes to Harville on the left. Harville goes left hand, dribble to the left wing, goes back to Strickland. And they're playing catch on the perimeter, now to Hardin in the corner left side. She dribbles it back out. Now to Shelby, right wing to Harville. Crisp passing going on here by the Tigers. Harville now has it right wing. Now to Shelby. Couple of dribbles, goes right side, and Harville has it. Well, bounce pass to Strickland, who goes along the baseline there and will be forced out of bounds. They're going to give it to the Tigers baseline, right side of the lane. Harville inbounding, goes to Shelby. Right wing to Harville in the corner. And now under to Hallett. Hallett's got a hold of it, goes under, puts the shot up, hit it. Yes, that's what the Tigers need right there. And, I mean, it's just a tiny fraction of space that ball got through to Hallett's hands. She fielded it, went underneath, laid it off the glass, and we're tied at 16. Williamson on the left side to McManus, who comes back to the right. And driving in, putting up a shot is Lockridge. She's going to be fouled as she goes up. Shot didn't go. And I'm thinking this is going to be, that's going to be on Hallett, yeah. That's her.
That's her first.
That's her first. I thought he just said second, but Lockridge on the line, shooting two. First shot's good. That gives Chester County the lead once again. Second shot. Good as gold, and it's 18-16 affair now. Tigers down by a pair. Here's now to Hallett, the free throw line. Turnaround jumper from 15 is no good. Rebound taken down by Hardin. Tigers are going to get another shot at it on this trip. Now to Shelby. Here's the three from the corner. In and out, no good. Rebound, Campbell. Campbell over to Williamson, and Williamson will bring it down for the Lady Eagles. She's dribbling against Shelby out and away from the circle. Now to McManus, Campbell. Lockridge gets it to Williamson and goes in the lane looking for the pass. Williamson couldn't do it. Williamson instead stops, puts a jumper up from about 18. It's no good. Rebound, Harville. Harville out in the pass, and now there's a pushing call called on Chester County. That's going to be on Uriah Williamson, her first. And the Tigers will take it out in the backcourt. First team foul in this half. 5:41 left to go third. 18-16 Chester. Harville gets to the free throw line, dumps it off to Hardin on the left wing. Three is no good. Rebound. Hallett put it up and in. Hallett. And it looked like one other Tiger, I didn't catch the number, was down underneath all alone. And it turns into a deuce, and we're tied at 18. Now there's McManus to Campbell. Campbell scoots to the left. She and Harville go to the floor, and the ball goes out of bounds on the end line. Give it to the Tigers. So 18-18. And the middle of the third period. Not what you'd call a high-scoring affair. Strickland to Harville on the line. Now to Shelby on the left for three. She got it. So, finally Shelby.
Maybe that'll break the top off of the basket.
21-18. Might pop that cellophane, you think?
Yeah, hopefully.
Williamson across the timeline. Right side now to Campbell. Campbell in the circle, dribbling. Back out now. And now underneath that, there's a travel call. Or maybe
what did they call? She walked.
It looked to me like she traveled the basketball, but they're going to call a foul on Haley Hallett. That'll be her second.
She walked before the foul.
That's what I saw. But Chester County will take it out on the end line. It's the second Tiger team foul in the half. 4:30 left. Now as a pass in to Lockridge, stolen away by Hallett. Hallett, good defensive play, gets it out to Strickland. Now to Shelby on the right. She puts up the three. It's going to go back over the backboard off of the rim with no rebound available. Chester County will come across the floor with Williamson dribbling slowly. On the left wing to McManus. She goes around to the right side. Now to Campbell. Now to Lockridge. Trapped at the free throw line. A whistle and a reach-in foul is going to be called. And I think it's going to be on Strickland. Indeed it is. And that's 3 on Sarah. That means she will probably be coming out. Not yet, though. Tigers in the zone. Williamson gets the inbounds pass following the foul. Williamson takes the three. Won't go. Rebound Hallett. Hallett in good defensive rebounding position. Gets it down to Strickland. Strickland down to Harville. Harville in the lane. Goes in. Puts up the shot. Stumbling. It's out of bounds. Or rather won't go. And it's going to be rebounded there by Pipkin. Over to Williamson. And here come the Eagles with a chance to cut into this 3-point Tiger lead. Campbell outside to Williamson. She takes a long three and drained it. Took the wind out of my sails when they went in. So we're tied at 21. Now to Shelby. We're all the way down the floor with a long pass. She can't take the shot. Strickland underneath the Hallett. Hallett goes in, lays it up, lays it in.
Yeah, they can't stop that.
Hallett's got 10 now. And the Tiger lead is 2, 23-21. And this is the third period, not the first. Williamson. Now to Lockridge. Lockridge can't go on the left side. Back to Williamson. Tigers packed in that zone. Here's a three off, no good by McManus. Rebound taken down by Harville. Harville to Strickland. Strickland to Shelby in the corner right side, but too deep. Instead goes to Hallett. Hallett can't go anywhere with it, so she pushes it back to Shelby. Shelby around the horn on the left side now. They try to go into Harville. As Strickland tries to go into the Harville, and there's a collision there. And I don't know what the call was. Hell ball.
It was hell ball, yes.
I thought perhaps it might have been a foul on Harville. Instead, it's a hell ball. Give it to Chester County. 2:13 left to go in the third. Tigers up by a scant 2 points. Campbell goes to Lockridge, who's way out high. Now there's a whistle and timeout called by Coach Pipkin. With 2:03 left to go the third, Tigers lead 23-21. We'll be back in 30 seconds. So we've had timeout on the floor called by Chester County as they want to discuss some maybe a new angle that Coach Pipkin's come up with. I see Ron Burnham down there working his heart out trying to get these Lady Tigers pumped up as much as possible and extend this 2-point lead into a win tonight. Of course, all they got to do is play defense. If Chester County doesn't score, we win. 2 minutes left. Williamson across the timeline, following the timeout, goes to Lockridge, right wing. Lockridge over to Campbell. Now underneath the Lockridge, who has got away from Hallett and laid it up and in. So Lockridge will erase that 2-point lead, and we're at a tie ball game. 1:40 left to go in the third. So Shelby has it right wing now to Strickland. Strickland on the left wing to Hardin. Hardin back out to Shelby, who's come out high. Get away, and then goes to Harville. She makes a couple of overtures to the lane. Instead backs off, goes to Strickland. Now in the corner to Harville. Harville drives a baseline jumper from about 8. No good. Rebound. Hallett comes up with it. I thought Hallett may have thought that there was going to be a foul there.
I think they both anticipated a foul and just kind of quit for a second.
Everybody just kind of stood there, and then Hallett jerks it out and lays it up and in. Tigers back up by 2. We'll take that every time. Lockridge. Now to Campbell. Pipkin has it now on the right side. Underneath, Campbell, turnaround jumper, off no good. Rebound is Harville, and Campbell is going to be called for the reach in from behind there.
It's a good move. She went to her left. She's got a little baby hook that she likes to go to, but just kind of came over the back. It was good block out by Reese. She got position on her, and she couldn't do anything with it but get a foul.
40 seconds left as Shelby walks across the timeline. Goes left now to Harville. As Strickland's out of the game now as Gamble's in. Harden lobs underneath to Hallett. Hallett has it under there. Turns, fires, in and out. No, rebound taken down by Pipkin. And Chester County has it with 18 seconds now. Across the timeline goes McManus. Down to 13. She's working against Harden. Way outside the 3-point circle. Now to Pipkin. 5 seconds. To Williamson. She's going to be forced to take a long shot and bank it in. I can't believe it. She banked it in from 20 feet.
She ain't hit anything all night and banks that one in at the buzzer. My goodness.
That is something else, and that gives Chester County a 1-point lead going into the fourth quarter, and that fourth quarter will begin in exactly 60 seconds. Chester County takes a 1-point lead with a desperation 3 at the end of the third period.
That never works out in your favor, does it? When stuff like that happens to you.
Jariah Williamson hit a 3-pointer right at the buzzer, and it went off in the air. Buzzer went off in the air. But this kind of things happen. Maybe it'll be our turn next time. So Tigers do have the basketball to start the fourth period, and we're underway. Harville drives in the lane, kicks it off to Gamble on the left wing. 3-pointer that's off, no good. Strickland playing with 3 fouls now into the game. Takes a lob under to Hallett. I thought it was a shot. And it was a lob under to Hallett. And
call a jump ball.
Reaching in to contest the catch underneath the basket is Lockridge. And she's going to successfully achieve a held ball and stop the Tiger attack and get the ball back. Williamson Dribbles across the timeline. Drives all the way into the lane, puts up the shot, and I don't think that's what she wanted to do with it. It just kind of lobs over and out of bounds. They're going to give it to Chester County?
Yeah, it was blocked.
I thought I saw her hit it last. But it will be Chester County basketball. They're a little closer to it than I am. McManus dribbling outside with a 1-point lead. 7:17 left to go here in the fourth period. Williamson. Left wing now to McManus. Pass is partially blocked by Strickland, but it was completed to Williamson. Now to Pipkin on the right side. Lockridge has it for a moment, gives it to Williamson. Williamson puts up the long three, and Hallett scrapes the board. And Strickland over under to Harville. Harville goes in, lays it up and in. So Reese Harville gets on the board offensively tonight for the first time. Hopefully this will be her quarter. The Tigers going into full court pressure now. Williamson over now to Campbell. Underneath they go to Pipkin. Pipkin is going to go up for a shot, and Reese Harville does her best acting job following that foul, but she pretty well hammered her into there.
Yeah, that was terrible. And now Glenn's down there. He's checking Coach Burnham out because he's made two terrible calls. Coach Burnham is not liking it whatsoever, and he was just kind of daring him to say something else.
Pipkin,
he's wanting to tee him up so bad he can't help it.
Hit the first shot, missed the second. Rebound, Chester County. Now underneath the Campbell. Campbell's shot's no good. Rebound taken down by Gamble. Gamble over to Strickland. Tigers set up shot with 6:13 left to go in the fourth. Shelby to Strickland, right side. Now to Harville, giving the three, doesn't take it. Goes right side rather to Strickland. Underneath to Hallett. Hallett, turnaround jumper in the lane, no good. Gets her own rebound, stuck it up and in.
How is that not a foul? He's right there. They got her hooked.
They literally forced her way up. That was sheer muscle. And now there's timeout on the floor. Timeout Tigers, I think. 5:52 left to go in the fourth. Tigers up by 2, back in 30 seconds.
Oh, he's terrible at it.
Well, we missed an opportunity there, even though Hallett pulled a hat trick underneath there. She just jerked that ball away, but she was hammered from about 3 different sides, laid it up and in, but didn't get the foul, and there's some frustration going on here with.
Well, there's some up here too
with the officials.
They had her.
I wasn't going to say how high it was.
Yeah.
I was just going to say there's frustration.
Well, they had her hooked, and I know in college if you hook somebody, that's an intentional foul, and you get the ball. But
Williamson dribbles across the timeline, and we'll see what we can do now. Lockridge gets it down. A block shot by Hallett. Hallett is controlling, dominating inside tonight, and that will give the ball to the Tigers as they get the loose ball and bring it down the floor. Harville has it. Right side to Shelby. I don't think Shelby's been out of the game at all tonight. Gamble. Back. And now to Strickland. Shelby on the right side. Now to Harville. Harville way outside on the Tiger.
Both teams just content
to Gamble.
To play it slow.
Strickland. Goes to the right side. Lobs it in. Hallett. Hallett lays it up and in.
Wow.
And now there's a foul call as well. A different official under there this time.
Well, this one can see. I mean, what a play by Haley, though. I mean, she got it on the run and then just took it to the basket. She is so active under there in this game. on both ends. They can't handle her.
She is flowered tonight,
Yeah.
and she's up against some really tall girls under there. And missed the free throw, though. Got her own rebound, and that's loose ball. And Shelby's going to come out with it. She'll have it stripped away by Williamson. And
Whoa.
Williamson knocked it out of bounds, and they're going to give it to Chester
Yeah, they're going
County.
to say it went off Shelby. Well,
Somebody
of course,
bound to have seen that. That was.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Same official made that call, too. We're not getting any calls from him.
Well, it will be Chester County's ball. No more protestations from that. As McManus has it on the left side, and that was a reach-in foul on Shelby. That's her third. So we got 2 players with 3 now. 5th team foul. Williamson underneath the Campbell. Campbell just walked with the ball, but threw it right into the hands of Strickland. And Strickland says, I'll take it. And they're headed the other direction. The white-clad Tigers down the floor. The Gamble on the left side. Strickland back way outside on the right. Now whistling a foul call on Williamson. Too late for that.
Well, everybody's hating him now.
nothing foul out away from the basket.
It's so hard to be an official.
So it's
everybody hates you.
4 fouls on Chester County as Strickland works her way, battles her way down the baseline, has it knocked away, and coming out with it's Williamson. Williamson will bring it down for the Lady Eagles, drives in the paint, puts up a high bank shot off, no good. Shelby comes out dribbling, doesn't have the numbers. I hope she slows up. Instead, she stops in the corner on the left side. 3:42, Tigers up 31-27. But I fear that's not the end of this story with 3.5 minutes to go. Shelby really being pressured down in the corner, tries to pass it back to Gamble. A whistle and a foul is going to be called.
Well, they're trying to trap us in these corners. We keep going down there to them. We need to keep it out front.
That's the 5th team foul on Chester County. And with it now is Harville outside. Now with Gamble. Back to Harville. They're working the right side, but 10 feet away from the circle. Now a pass down in the corner to Harville underneath there. Hallett, she scores. Hallett gets passed down on the baseline. She just put it off the glass, and the Tiger lead now is 6. 2:51 left to go. Williamson across the timeline. Tigers in a 2-3. Williamson puts up a three from way outside NBA range.
That's not
Hallett
what they
just
wanted.
Picks it out. I'm sure Pipkin can't be happy with that, Coach Pipkin. But Strickland will get it over to Shelby. Shelby over to Gamble. Gamble into Harville. Harville goes under. Finds Hallett, but coming in and saving the day for Chester County was Allie Campbell. She saw and anticipated the pass and stopped it. Couldn't control it. It's out of bounds. Tigers will have the ball, but that would have been an easy 2 without the play by Campbell. As Harville will inbound it to sort of through Pipkin, and then ends up fouling Pipkin after she stole the inbound pass.
Well, we inbounded it right into her belly.
Well, I think Reese thought she had an opportunity to get it to Hallett open really close to the goal, and she kind of hooked it around Pipkin. Pipkin was having none of that, though. And it will be Chester County on offense with 2:18 as Williamson dribbles across the timeline. She's facing off against Strickland there, and then goes left wing now to McManus. In the corner to Pipkin. Now to Williamson. Back to McManus. Now to Campbell. Campbell stops. Dragged the pivot foot, but didn't get the call. Out to Williamson. Williamson drives in the lane. She's going to run into Harville. Harville was turned sideways, and Williamson ran right over her. But still, they're going to call this a block. And to the line Shooting 1-1 is Williamson. Shots off, no good. Hallett had it, tapped away by Lockridge, out of bounds. The Tigers have it. 1:47 remaining, 6 points to lead. Tigers have got to protect that, but they can't
press us now.
They're not going to be able to hold it that long. Harville down into the corner to Shelby. Shelby outside now to Strickland. Strickland left side to Gamble. 1:34 now. Harville going to call timeout. Timeout on the floor. Hardin County up 33-27, 1:29 remaining in the game. We'll take a 30-second break. We'll be right back. All right, 33-27 the score. The Lady Tigers up with 1:29 left to go in the game, and this homecoming crowd having an exhibition in basketball tonight. Hasn't been an offensive exhibition so much as it has been defensive. In the second half, things have warmed up. The Tigers have outscored Chester County 19-11 so far in the second half, and that is where the 6-point lead came from. So timeout was called, and it will now be Hardin County's basketball on the inbounds to Strickland. Out now to Harville. Cross court to Shelby. Shelby's going to be fouled by Williamson with 1:21 remaining. Foul is going to be on, as I said, Williamson. That's her third. 6-team foul. So from now on, the Tigers will be in the 1-1 when fouled. 1:20 remaining. That should be several times. Williamson will reach across in front of Strickland, potentially foul him, but instead it'll just be out on her. Inbound to Harville. Harville will get it to Strickland. Strickland now at midcourt goes right wing to Gamble, and Gamble will not be fouled. Timeout was called before the foul was made. 1:14 remaining, 33-27. The score is up by 6. We will take a 1-minute pause. We'll come right back.
That's scary.
Well, it went dead.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
I don't like it going dead, you know.
Do what?
When it goes dead, I think, hey, something wrong.
I don't know why it did that. Do it again.
Hey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
See, it did it again. How about now?
Nothing.
Huh?
Nothing.
Check. I didn't hear you.
I'm not getting anything. Did you change channels?
No.
You need to give me something down there. We're under 1 minute to play here. The Tigers work it on the offensive end. There's a whistle and a foul called, and Reese Harville is going to go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1 with the Tigers up by 6, and we need these free throws desperately. And I did not see who the foul on Chester County was on, but if it's anyone close to fouling out, we'll find out soon. So, Harville on the line shooting 1-and-1. Got it, yes. Reese Harville only with 3 points. But if she hits both of these, it would be great. She missed a second. They'll rebound Chester County. It's now a 7-point game. 52 seconds remaining. Williamson to Pipkin underneath Lockridge. She lays it up and in. That happened way too fast. Tigers get Strickland leads Harville perfectly in the backcourt. She gets it across the timeline, but it's going to be stolen away by Shelby. From Shelby, that is, by Lockridge, and down goes Williamson. Williamson hits a running bank shot with 30 seconds left, and that is going to cut the lead now to 3. 34-31, timeout on the floor. Timeout Chester County. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
I don't know why that's doing that.
It's perfect now.
You hear it all right now?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but when I plug that up.
Plug what up? Oh, the 1-2. 1-2. 1-2.
Yeah. Can you hear now? Talk.
I can hear you. Yeah.
I can hear you.
Yeah, everybody can hear everybody.
All right, the Tigers will have it out here with 30.3 seconds remaining in the game. As Harville gets it in to Strickland. Strickland is going to be triple teamed at midcourt, and she will be blasted by Pipkin. And we're going to put Sarah Strickland on the line to shoot 1+1. With a 3-point lead, you can't afford to miss these. 25 seconds left to go. She can make it at least a 2-trip. And she missed it.
Yeah.
Rebound, Gamble, loose ball. Strickland comes out with it. 20 seconds to Harville. And now there's a foul called quickly on by Pipkin. And that's her third, he just said. So she was probably the player that fouled last time. Now there's a timeout on the floor. Timeout Hardin County with Strickland going to the line. And she'll be shooting 1-1. We will take a pause here. And we will be back in 60 seconds. So both teams break out of the team huddle at their bench. Tigers with Shelby, Gamble, Strickland, Hallett, and Harville on the floor. Lockridge and Campbell down low on the lane as Strickland goes up for the free throw and missed it.
Wow.
Rebound taken down by Chester County. Down the floor they go. There's 10 seconds left. It's three-pointer put up by Pipkin. It's off, no good, goes out of bounds.
She had an open look.
With 8 seconds left to go. Now inbounds to Strickland. Strickland's going to be fouled again.
Oh.
And that's on McManus.
They're going to go after her until she knocks a couple down. 7 seconds, so we just need one of these two, and that should just about do it.
So Sarah Strickland on the line shooting 2, and she missed the first one.
I was fixing to say, I'm not so sure I don't put somebody down there for rebounding purposes, and they just did.
Now there's timeout Chester County with 7.6 remaining. We miss this free throw, it's anybody's game, or at least an overtime. So we'll take a quick pause for a word from our sponsors. We'll come back and see how this thing winds up. Sarah Strickland on the line, shooting 2. Got it, yes. Actually shooting 1, she missed the first one. Forgot, it's been so long I forgot. So Chester County down the floor. Williamson puts up a bank shot at the buzzer, no good. Another shot won't go, and that's the end of the game. The Lady Tigers are going to win it 35-31. Whew. As it was nip and tuck from the get-go in that game tonight, is both teams playing such strong defense that points were few and far between, and the Lady Tigers finally warmed up enough to gain the control, and if you could call that control, and come in with the victory. So 35-31 the final.
Both teams played a slow-down game too. I mean, they weren't in any hurry. Once they got into their half-court set, both teams did that all night long. That's why the low scoring too. Ran a lot of clock, shortened the game up. But we did what we had to do to get our second win, and that kind of puts you in the driver's seat right now in the district at 2-0, and McNary coming to town on Tuesday night for another big district matchup. So, you got, it's a district play. I mean, it's just what it is, and two really good teams, two well-coached teams, and they weren't like on all cylinders offensively, but the defensive side of the ball, both teams play well.
Well, I noticed that Chester County was guarding us tenaciously even on the perimeter. They weren't letting us take those three-point shots like we are used to. But I think the biggest bright spot that I noticed tonight is that Haley Hallett came to play.
Yeah, she played outstanding. And she had to, and you could tell that's where they wanted to go tonight. They wanted to feed her inside. And she played some tough minutes, got some really aggressive rebounds, had people hanging on her all night long, and still, able to get a shot off, get to the free throw line. And then on the defensive side, she controlled the boards down there as well.
Well, last year in her role behind Gill, she was kind of shy and didn't show that tenaciousness that you have to have in order to reach up there and just grab that ball off the backboard. Tonight, in my recollection, since before Christmas, it's the first time she's played like that.
Yeah, she played really well. But, going back to last year at the end of the 21 season when we got in tournament play and then got into the state tournament, she played really well in the state and got a lot of experience. And I think with that experience came confidence. And then she signed the letter. She was offered a scholarship to UT Martin. And, I'm sure that built her confidence as well to try to improve and get better. And she has. And we really need her. And so she proved again tonight that, if she goes, we go, it seems like, offensively.
35-31, the final score. About half of what our normal scoring average is. But the Lady Tigers are happy to come down with a second win in the district. And got to be riding at least a tie at the top. And we'll see what happens on down the road. So we'll take a pause here for a word.
Well, just right after break, Hannah Franks is in with us. Again, Hannah was with us during football season. And she'll have a Tiger update, other sports action going on at Hardin County High School. Of course, homecoming week as well this week, and she'll get us all caught up on that when we return after this quick timeout. All right, welcome back to Michaela Welch Gymnasium. I'm Steve Cornell, along with Bill Sharp, bringing you Hardin County basketball here on homecoming night 2022. Great crowd on hand. Student body is filled it up over there in the Tiger Nation student section, and a lot of activity going on. The homecoming festivities will go on after the men's game tonight. I believe I'm correct on that. As the Lady Tigers get a win, as they hold off Chester County, and they go to 2-0 on this young season in district play. Right now it's time to turn it over to Hannah Franks, and she'll get you caught up on everything else going on here at Hardin County High School.
Thanks, Mr. Steve. The Tiger and Lady Tiger bowling team's reign of dominance continues. Both teams added to their state title count this past weekend in Smyrna. The boys defeated Smyrna 14-9, and the girls beat Creekwood 13-10. This is the Lady Tigers' 9th state title in a row and 13th overall. The boys have now won 2 consecutive titles and 4 championships in total. Millie Brumley is the 2022 individual state champion. The state runner-up is also a Tiger. Macy Brumley earned 2nd place. Adding to the medal count was Ava Alexander, who finished 4th. For the boys, Wesson Heath finished 6th overall. A huge congrats to these HCHS bowlers on what is an absolutely unprecedented run in Tennessee high school athletics. Boys soccer tryouts will be Tuesday, February 1st at 3:30 at the soccer fields beside Northside Elementary. Those trying out should dress accordingly. Students should see Coach Jones if they need more information. This week has been homecoming week at HCHS. Monday's theme was Aloha Hawaii. Students dressed up in their best luau attire. On Tuesday, we sported our best business clothes as we celebrated live in the Big Apple for New York Day. On Wednesday, we flashed peace signs and put flowers on our hair as we did our best take as hippies for California dreaming. On Thursday, we swapped out the headbands and sandals for cowboy hats and boots for Texas Forever Day. And today, of course, was Big Maroon Day. Thanks for tuning in. That concludes the latest HCHS happenings. Excuse me there.
I didn't know where you was going with Spooty, but I was listening intently.
You ought to be ashamed.
Well, I didn't do a thing. She wasn't even looking at me. She did an outstanding job. Like I said, I have had her under my wing, for the sports broadcasting.
Quality broadcast voice.
Hey,
really
she's good. She's good at it. Let me ask you a thing. Homecoming for basketball, homecoming for football. You've been involved in both cheering and dancing and all of this stuff. Is there a big difference?
I think
which is better?
I like them both. I do.
Yeah.
I think it
politically correct thing to say.
I think they both have different atmospheres, that's for sure. At football, homecoming, all of the cheerleaders, dance team, everyone involved, they get escorted out. But here, for the basketball homecoming, it's just the homecoming core, the people that were voted and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, it is a special night, and any time that we can get this stuff going on with what all's going on in the world, makes it a lot better, and just come here and forget about things and dress up and do your thing.
Right.
Hey, I appreciate you coming in here. Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Haven't seen you in a while, and hopefully we'll get you back up here as we move through the season. All right, coming up on Tuesday night, McNairy Central will be in town, and at halftime of the girls' game, the 2021 high school baseball team will be recognized, state runners-up for 2021, and then at the halftime of the boys' game, the 2021-2022 Lady Tigers and Tiger bowling teams, the state champions, will be recognized as well. Starting lineups coming your way. We'll take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Hardin County Basketball on 93.5 FM.
So it's time for the second game of the night, and I guess all you golfers out there, it's commiserate with teeing it up for the second game of the night. And Chester County's men being introduced: Austin Ketchum, Aiden Welch, Quadarius Gaines, Chad Bond, and Tony Washington. Washington,
big young man, isn't he?
Looks to be about 6'3", maybe 6'4". Lights come down, and the Tigers will be introduced. And Taylor Couch, crowd favorite, is introduced. It's one of the number one Tiger fan in the land. Carter Smith will be the first starter announced. Marlon Yarbrough comes out. He's a senior. And Tylen Irvin, a junior, next out. Then Wheeler Wilkes, a junior. And finally, junior Caleb McGee. Lots of juniors on this team. As although McGee was up there with him. And across the timeline comes Aiden Welch. Welch goes left side now to Barham. Barham over to Ketchum. Ketchum shot for three off the right side. No good rebound. Yarbrough comes out of the pack with it. Into the paint, goes up, lays it off the glass, no good. And the rebound was taken down by McGee. McGee's follow's no good, but he's fouled.
Caleb had a really good game against Lexington in the paint. Battled hard off the glass. Gave us those second, third chances sometimes. He's a big, thick boy, too.
And that one was on Gaines. First shot by McGee is up. Tigers draw first blood here and lead it 1-0. McGee misses the second one. Rebound, and now they're going to say he stepped over the line anyway, so line violation. Will give it out to Chester County. Tigers in full court pressure. He set up his own trap in the back court. Across the timeline comes Barham. Barham is going to be fouled as he goes into the offensive end. Foul is going to be on Yarbrough. Starts off the night with a personal.
Just reaching in. He kind of split the defense.
Long pass on the inbounds. It's going to be stolen away by McGee. We're trying to get Washington underneath. McGee took it away, and they come down the floor with first Yarbrough had it. Loose ball and picked up on the outside by Yarbrough. Yarbrough drives in the paint, puts up a 14-foot jumper. Got it. Yes. Harlan Yarbrough hit the jumper. Tigers up 3-0. Ketchum in the forecourt, or rather Gaines, goes down on the baseline. He never did have balance. Kicks it outside. The three is up and no good by Ketchum. Gaines with the rebound, hits batted away, loose ball. They're slapping all over the place underneath. And finally, a three-point shot put off the left side, and Ketchum ends it all with a tray. Ties the game up with 6:35 left to go here in the first, 3-3. Irvin goes down, lays it up and in. They're going to call him for charging.
Yeah, it's right there, laid it in front of him, and he just ran right over the top of him.
Basket will be waved off, and Irvin charged with a foul. That's the second team foul on the Tigers. 6:30 left to go, first period, tied at 3. Welch takes the inbounds pass. Goes, it passes it off to Barham. Barham goes all the way into the paint, goes up for the shot. McGee's going to block it. He blocked it about shoulder high, and it's out of bounds. They're going to give it to Chester County. Out of Barham. Barham in the paint. NBA-esque lead. And goes up with the hook shot. No good. Rebound taken down by, let's see, that's Barham.
Called a hell ball.
Washington. Now a hell ball is going to be called underneath. Yarbrough is going to be fouled on the inbounds exchange. I'd call it a pass, but it was more like a handoff. And the foul is going to be on Washington, his second. I think it's second. And Yarbrough down the floor, tries to go in the corner to Wilkes, can't go there. Pass is going to be knocked away, a whistle and a foul called. And the foul is going to be on Carter Smith. Into the game comes Garrett Smith. Out comes Tylen Irvin. Inbound to Washington. Back to Barham. Now to Welch. Welch in the lane. Finds a bounce pass underneath. And Quadarius Gaines gets his first 2 on the night. And the Tigers trail by 2. 5:45 left to go, first period. Smith to Smith. Out now to Wilkes. Wilkes lobbing under. Gets a good lob pass inside. Going up for the deuce is McGee. So Caleb McGee with 3 down. Tied at 5. 5:24 left to go, first period. Aiden Welch tries to pass it in the forecourt. Wilkes gets a knee on it. Into the forecourt, stolen away there by Washington, or Barham rather. Now over to Smith. Smith tries it on the left side, and he's going to have it stripped away and knocked out of bounds. They're going to give it to, I thought there was a foul call at first. Yeah, they're going to give it to the Tigers baseline with 5:09 left to go in the first period. Tigers inbound, and they go to Wilkes. Wilkes way outside, now to Yarbrough. Yarbrough picked up by Gaines, goes in the paint, falls, gets it back, however, to Smith, and Carter Smith hits a deuce from about 15 feet away right at the free throw line, right side. And the Tigers regain a 2-point lead. 4:47 left to go. First period. The pass in to Washington. Washington over to Barham. Barham lob underneath. Gaines had it momentarily. Finally coming up with it was, they're going to call a
charge, yeah. That was on 23.
It's going to be on Barham, yeah. I thought he had the basketball, but it was so many folks down in there, it's hard to tell. Yarbrough. Inbound is going to be hammered there by Gaines. That's his second. Fourth team foul. And Yarbrough to Smith. JT, that is. Down in the corner now. Long three, up and good by Carter Smith. Carter Smith has been showing some prowess from long range of late, and the Tiger lead is 5. Aiden Welch, long down court pass to Gaines for a three. No good. Rebound. McGee, I thought had it, but was stripped away by Ketchum. Now Welch under to Barham. Barham back out, and a whistle on the foul is going to be called on Welch, I think. Or Wilkes, rather. That's going to be on Wheeler, his first. Both teams with 4 team fouls in the first half. We're just halfway through the first period. Inbounds to Welch. Welch guarded by J.T. Smith outside. Or rather, Garrett Smith. I get my Smiths confused sometimes. Here's a shot for three from the corner by Washington. No good. Rebound is going to be controlled by Wilkes, but goes out of bounds. They say touch last by Chester County, so it will be Tiger basketball in the backcourt. 3:45 left to go first period. Up 10-5. So Garrett Smith across the timeline, all running. Now to Wilkes. Wilkes not given the three that he likes. Now a travel is going to be assessed against Garrett Smith. Must have picked up a pivot foot. I didn't see it. But they're going to give it to Chester County nonetheless. Welch. Across the timeline. Gets it under to Anderson, who's checked in for Chester County. He goes in, tries to put up a shot. It's muffed by the Tigers' front line inside. Either Carter Smith or McGee. Perhaps even Wilkes got a hand on that. It's out of bounds. And Chester County tries the inbounds pass. Ketchum tries to get it in, but Wilkes is going to reject it up against the wall, and they'll have to do it again. Finally, they get it in. They go to Ketchum in the corner outside to Anderson. Right side now is Welch. Left side, Ketchum tries the long three. It's off, no good. Rebound, Welch. Welch driving, shooting, missing. Rebound, Wilkes. Yarbrough now with the ball, dribbling across the timeline, picked up by Anderson as he gets to midcourt. Goes to the right side, drives in the lane, is going to try to do something in the corner on the left side, but a whistle and a foul is called. And Tyrekus Anderson gets his first foul. He came off the bench about midway through the first period. In comes some substitutes, Zaire Bolton, or Zaire Bolton, I don't know how to pronounce that exactly. Welch sits down. Also Michael Pirtle. Now with it is Wilkes for the Tigers. Gets it under to McGee. McGee goes in for a little 2-foot jumper. Won't go. Got the follow. Could not get it to go either. And it's finally rebounded by Chester County. They're back on the offensive end. Anderson over on the right side. A three-pointer put off. No good. Rebound is Washington. Now a long three on the left side's up and good by Zaire Bolton. And the Tigers work it up the floor. Half-hearted pressure by Chester County all the way down the floor. Now to Carter Smith, to Garrett Smith on the left side. Baseline, McGee. McGee drives in, goes up for the shot, won't go. Rebound taken down by Bolton. Now to Pirtle. Down in the corner, Anderson. Baseline, and now there's a whistle, and a foul will be called. And the foul is going to be on Carter Smith, his second. That's the team's 5th foul in the half. Both teams with 5 now. Inbound to Bolton. Bolton stops free throw line, kicks it out on the left side. Here's a 3 that's off, no good. Rebound, Washington. Down in the corner, and finally a kick out pass. A shot for 3 is no good. Rebound. Chester County got it again, and going up for the shot is Anderson, and he will be hammered. That's going to be on Zach Wright, who's checked into the game for the Tigers. His first, team 6th, and although Anderson's going to the line for 2, of which he hits the first, from now on it'll be 1-1 if it's not a shooting foul. Second shot's off, no good. Rebound taken down by Washington. Chester County get another shot at it. They trail by 1. In the lane, running and jumping is Pirtle, and he will be fouled. This is more of a touch foul. And I think that one's going to be, as on the line goes Pirtle, shoot 2, first one's good. Trying to pick out who that foul was on. But second shot is in the air. It's off, no good. And Chester County, who has tied the game at 10, now has the basketball, and they will have it. But they travel with the basketball right after they got it outside of Bolton. Bolton took a step the wrong direction. And the turnover will give it to the Tigers with 1:16 left to go in the first period. We're tied at 10. So Wilkes across the timeline, drives in the lane, is going to stop. Gun about a 9-footer, it's no good. A whistle and a foul called on Chester County. And that was going to be on Pirtle, his first. Duke Sample in the game for the Tigers. Zach Wright in. Yarbrough is on the floor. So is J.T. Smith. Yarbrough, 1 minute left, drives, puts up a running, jumping affair on the left side. It's off, no good. Rebound taken down by Bolton. Down the floor they go to Welch. To Washington underneath. He tries to go up for a shot. Can't go. And Wright's going to get his second. Zach Wright will get his second personal. And to the line goes Tony Washington to shoot 1-1. First shot is off. And a struggle for the rebound. Ball gets kicked out, and it will be Tiger basketball. 50 seconds left in the quarter, 10-10 tie. As Wheeler Wilkes dribbles across the timeline, goes to Yarbrough, who takes a monster 3 off the left side. In and out, no good. Rebound, Pirtle. 33 seconds left now. Pirtle down to Welch. Welch kicks it off. 3-pointer put up by Bolton. Rebound fought for. And Chester County gets a rebound again. Here's a long 3. It's off, no good. It's going to hit Welch in the back of the air ball. And goes out of bounds. Give it to the Tigers with 19.7 seconds left in the quarter. We're tied at 10. Wilkes across the timeline at 16 left. Now at 12, he's still ahead of the key. Over now, Smith takes a 3. off the back rim, no good. Rebound coming out with is Welch. His long pass down the floor is going to be thrown out of bounds at 2.6 seconds remaining. And it's doubtful if the Tigers will get a shot off unless they get a good inbounds pass. Finally, they get one off at the buzzer as Wilkes takes a bomb off of the left side, and it almost went in. But it didn't, and the first quarter expires. We're at 10-10, and we've got more action for you here, right here on K93. We'll be back in 60 seconds. All right, we're tied at 10-10 here with first quarter gone and heading into the second. Chester County Eagles will take it out in the backcourt. Welch will be dribbling across the timeline. Backs his way toward the lane and dumps it outside to Ketchum. Now to Pirtle. Now to back to Ketchum. Turning and driving and putting up a smooth move under there with Barham, but the shot didn't fall. It looked like it was going to be an easy rebound for McGee, and it got knocked out of bounds by Chester County. They were going to give it to the Eagles, and the backside official reversed the call. They're giving it now to Yarbrough. Yarbrough down the floor on the left side to Carter Smith. Now there's a long three off and no good by Wilkes. Rebound taken down by the Eagles. They're on the attack. Driving down is Welch. Welch goes in the lane, has it stripped, loses it. Coming out with it's McGee, gets it over to Wilkes. Wilkes is down the floor already. 7:11 left to go, second period, 10-10 to score. Yarbrough drives, stops, shoots, scores. Yarbrough took a nice little jumper there from about 12 feet. And you know how his shot, he likes to run and jump at the same time. And there's a backcourt violation, but now they're going to call a foul on Irvin, I'm thinking. That's going to be on Carter Smith. That's his third. In comes J.T. Smith. Carter will have to come out and sit for a while as he picks up his third foul. It's 12-10 Tigers, but on the line and with the access to tie the score is Michael Pirtle. And he's shooting 1-1. Hit the first one. It's now 12-11 Tigers. Pirtle taking his time for the second shot. He got it to roll. He got the roll, and we're tied at a deuce, a dozen, that is. Yarbrough will come down across the timeline and is going to try to pass it off, but he's fouled from behind. It's going to be on Anderson, his second. To the line goes Yarbrough to shoot 1-1. We were headed for 1-1 from the start of the game. It's Yarbrough's first shot falls off. Rebound's taken down by Chester County, and they're already down on the other end. Down, and a shot is up and good. A hook shot by Chad Barham from just 3 or 4 feet away is good. And Chester County regains the lead. Irvin drives, stops, and he's going to be called for traveling. I thought for a minute there were 2 officials that were going to let him get away with it. But backside guy came up and said, no, that was traveling. Hit the shot, but it's waved off, and it will be Chester County's ball, backcourt. Welch, long pass down to Pirtle. Pirtle stops on the right wing, goes to Ketchum. Now to Barham. Back to Pirtle. He goes into the lane. Shot's no good. McGee with the rebound. Caleb dribbles halfway down the backcourt and dishes off to J.T. Smith. Smith drives, stops. Under pressure, goes under to Wilkes. Wilkes floating right to left jumper. It's off, no good. Chester County with the rebound, and they're back on the other end. Welch down to Washington. Washington, long pass along the baseline and running jumper is going to be up. And it's going to be a charging call on Washington. He didn't like it at all. Tigers loved it. Wilkes to Irvin. Tigers down by 2, looking to even the score right here or go ahead by 1 with the 3. Wilkes goes to Yarbrough on the left wing. Yarbrough gets a pick from Irvin. Stops, guns the three-pointer, got it. Marlon Yarbrough got that 3 I was talking about. A Tiger lead is 1. 15-14, 5:04 left to go in the second period. Washington has it. Outside now to Barham. Barham headed toward the lane and kicked it off on the left. Here's a three-pointer put up and no good by Pirtle. Rebound's taken down by Irvin. Irvin off to the races. He and Ketchum step for step all the way down, and he turns his back and stolen away by Pirtle. Pirtle outlet pass. Down for the shot is Welch. Welch's shot won't go. The follow, however, is up and good by Michael Pirtle. So Pirtle regains the lead for Chester County, and we're seesawing here with 4:20 left to go in the first half. Irvin across the timeline, picks up the dribble, goes to Yarbrough on the left side. Right at midway through the second period, 4:04, Yarbrough will take the three-pointer. It's off, no good. Rebound, Washington. Barham outlet pass and down in for an easy shot by Welch, who gets an easy layup. And it's a 2-point Chester County lead now. Irvin drives down, has it stripped away by Pirtle. Pirtle goes all the way down, puts the shot up and in. Thought he might get a foul there as well, but he did. Now there's timeout on the floor. Timeout, Hardin County. 3:33 remaining. Tigers down by 3. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Homecoming 2022 right here at Hardin County High School. It's always a festive event, be it whatever sport. And sort of the part of the pillar of the Hardin County community right here on Pickwick Road in Savannah. So, inbounding is Smith for the Tigers. That is Garrett Smith. Good go pass. Down and got a pass underneath the McGee. McGee is wide open. He laid it up in. He's got 5 now. And it's a 2017 3-point lead now. Driving in and traveling with the basketball big time is Welch. And the Tigers will take it out in the backcourt. Wheeler Wilkes gets the inbounds pass from Smith and dribbles down the floor. Back to Garrett Smith. He drives in, finds, I thought he caught McGee open, but there was some confusion underneath the basket. Squirts free and is out of bounds. Give it to the Tigers.
He should have went ahead and went to the rack with it.
Yeah,
he threw it in double coverage.
I don't think he knew he had an open shot. Yarbrough to McGee at the free throw line. Back to Garrett Smith, driving 5-foot jumper too hard. Rebound taken down by Welch. Welch out to Ketchum. Ketchum in the corner. Here's a long three off the left side. Jumping good by Peyton Bolton.
He's hit a few tonight.
He's got 6. I guess he's hit 2. Wilkes, or rather Smith, JT Smith drives, stops on the baseline, picks up the dribble. In trouble for a second, gets it back out to Wheeler Wilkes. Wilkes gets to the free throw line, goes back to Smith. Now a whistle and a reach-in foul is going to be called on Welch. And to the line will go one Marlon Yarbrough. And he'll be shooting 2. Need these charity shots, folks. Particularly when you're down by 6. And he missed the first.
Put the hex on him.
Yeah, I think not.
He heard you screaming from up there.
Yeah, I'm sure he did. He pays a lot of attention to me. Got the second one. So there. 23-17 now. 18 rather. Late putting a score up on the scoreboard. And then Chester County is going to throw it away. A little pressure at midcourt. They tried to go down to Welch on the left side and threw it into the Tiger bench. Give it to Tigers. 2:19. They're down by 5 with the basketball. Now is Sample. Duke Sample. And he gets it over to Smith. Smith tried to lay it out to Yarbrough, and there's a whistle and a foul call.
Well, Martin looked like he was going to go ahead and go around the top of the key, and he just stopped, and JT was thinking he was going on around too, and they threw it right into the hands of the Eagles.
And Smith picks up a foul, his first. JT, that is.
Kind of stuff that drive a coach crazy.
Now, see, he missed that one because he heard what I said. So, on the line is Aiden Welch, and as I said, he missed the first of 2 shots. Now he'll go for another. Missed them both. Rebound, McGee. Caleb McGee showing his presence underneath tonight. Yarbrough goes into paint, goes up for the shot. That was falling down, threw up a prayer that wasn't answered positively. And a whistle and a foul, however, is going to put him on the line. That's going to be on Pirtle, his second, at least. Yarbrough on the line shooting 2. First shot is off to the left. Right now we're shooting about 29% from the free throw line.
We're struggling from that. And, well, that's the difference in the game, really, right now. 23-18.
And he
missed them both.
Second, too. Chester County gets the rebound to boot. Welch down the floor. 1:50 left to go in the half. Goes under, tries to put the shot up. It's no good. Several players get involved with it there. It goes out of bounds, and they're going to give it to the Tigers. 1:48 left to go here. Second period. Tigers down 23-18. Sample, or rather Garrett Smith. Now to Sample. Baseline. Nesbitt for a 2 just inside 3 points. No good. Rebound fought for, and a whistle and a foul is going to be called on McGee reaching in. And
double bonus now.
Yeah, both teams in double bonus. So Welch is going to go to the line to shoot 2 here. It's been a long first half because of all the fouls. First shot, good by Welch. There have been 18 free throw attempts already in this game, 11 of them by Chester County. We got both of them. So it's a 7-point Eagle lead right now with 129. Sample goes to Purtle, or Sample to Smith. Smith goes around to the lane, to the baseline, goes up for a shot, doesn't get very far with it, but a whistle and a foul is going to put him on the line. It's going to be on Tyrekus Anderson. I'm telling you, the fouls are adding up here. A lot of them are picking up several with 2 and 3 in the first half here. To the line goes Garrett Smith. The first shot is off and no good. Second shot, good. Game would be tied if we'd hit all of our free throws. But it's 25-19. Well, we would be up by 1, as a matter of fact. Welch throws down in the deep corner. Long three is up and drained by Peyton Bolton. And it's like he's done that before. Now, inbounds pass is batted away out of bounds by the Eagles, and the Tigers will have to take it again. This time they go to Sample. Duke Sample goes all the way down to the baseline, finds Yarbrough coming in, charging to lay up a little shot from a couple of feet away. It doesn't go, but a whistle and a foul is going to be called. Yarbrough on the line. I think that was on Welch. It's his second. And although it took supreme effort to stay off the iron, that first shot went for Yarbrough, and the second one, he stripped the net. So maybe this prowess from the free throw line is coming back. 28-21, 54 seconds remaining in the first half. Stranded with the basketball at the head of the key. It's Welch. He goes in the corner, and a three-pointer put up by Bolton. This time it's no good. A whistle and a foul called. And I say he stepped on the line.
Stepped out of bounds. Yeah, jumped. Got the rebound and jumped on the end line.
So Welch will inbound to Chester County with 43 seconds left in the half. Running out of time. Finally gets it to Bolton. On the right side, here's a three from way out. No good. Rebound, Garrett Smith to Yarbrough. 30 seconds as he crosses the timeline. That's in the half now. Tigers trail 28-21. Yarbrough stops, free throw line, goes under, puts a shot up, got it. That's amazing. He was falling down and then just barely regained his balance and threw it up on the glass and cut the lead now to 5. 12 seconds, 11 seconds. Collision at midcourt, and there will be a whistle and a foul call. That's on Yarbrough, his second.
Yeah. Kind of a cheap foul to get with 11 seconds left, yeah. Really going after him.
Might be painful later in the game. To the line goes Aiden Welch, though, and he's shooting 2. First one's good. 11 seconds left. Tigers will have a chance for one more shot. They're going to trail here by 7 if he hits his 6. And he missed it. Rebound is Nesbitt. Nesbitt out to Sample. Back to Nesbitt. 4 seconds. Cross court. Smith for 3 off the right. It's off, no good. And that is the end of the third period of play, or the second period of play. We're headed for halftime with the Tigers trailing 29-23. We'll take a pause here for a word from our sponsors, and we'll come back with more Tiger action from a Caleb Welch Homecoming 2022.
All right, homecoming 2022 here at Michaela Welch Gymnasium. I'm Steve Cornell along with Bill Sharp. Tigers trail at halftime, 29-23. And a closely contested game here between two district foes, as some homecoming festivities are going on out on the floor here at Michaela Welch Gymnasium. Good crowd on hand as they saw the Lady Tigers take care of the Lady Eagles. We'll bring in Coach Ron Burnham. Coach, it's a win.
Yeah.
Ugly or not ugly, it doesn't matter. A win's a win.
Yeah, no win is ugly.
Yeah, win's a win. I didn't say it was ugly.
We just wanted to come out and play really good defense.
Yeah.
Is what we did.
Get him, Coach.
Yeah.
And listen, what happens if they don't hit that bank three at the end of the third?
Yeah.
Well, we're tied.
That we stretch it out.
Yeah. Well,
it's stretched out.
It's kind of scary when things like that happen at the end of a quarter, in the third quarter, and second half. You go, oh no, it's going to be one of those.
Yeah.
But let's go back to Lexington just a minute. The first half of Lexington was outstanding.
We shot because once that you make shots,
yeah.
you got that rhythm, you got that groove. We were 5 for 8 from the 3-point line, but we were really 5 for 7 because at halftime we gave a 75-foot heaver. So when you're shooting 5 for 7, people's going to like you. You're going to feel good. You're going to feel good about yourself. When you start missing shots, that's when you're in trouble. And we have gone to live and die by the 3. And as hard as we have worked about letting them know about, listen, if the threes aren't falling, you got to be able to penetrate and drive and get it to the basket, or you got to get it to the post. And we did that. We lived and died by the 3. And when we did get it to the post, Haley had 18 points. But I think, I know, every one of our starters besides Haley had 3 points. And 2 of them were 3-pointers. That's all we hit tonight was 2 3-pointers. Now, if we hit 2 more out of the ones that we missed, then all of a sudden we're not talking about, it was an ugly win.
Yeah. When you win with 35 points, you haven't hit a lot of threes in order to
you're right.
Accumulate that.
But if you can go out there and win for 35 points and come out with a win, then your defense must have been doing something right. Our deal is that what it is even though you have kids that played, our point guard last year was Skylar. So now we have Strick, and Strick isn't doing a bad job. They're making adjustments on Strick, like switching the defense. So when we see them go from a man to a zone, we're calling that, and they're going to trap a little bit. We're calling that and trying to get people in the right position, and we didn't do a good job at it. What we want to do is anytime that they want to half-court trap us or half-court us, we want Harville in the middle because she's got a strong move to the basket. And when that happens, you get in the middle, everything collapses. And we didn't do a good job about adjusting that. And so the second half we did. And as you've seen, they didn't come out on that zone press. And we have a lot of young kids who still haven't played a lot of minutes, are learning. When they catch the ball, and we move it from one side to the other, you don't let the trap come up on you. You move the ball before the trap comes, or you attack the gap in between before the trap. And what we would do is catch it, and then they would kind of trap us, and then we would try to throw over them, and they were bigger than us, and we made mistakes. And, that's just being under pressure. A couple of them we had a chance to, even if we don't just hold on to the jump ball, we had the arrow. And we just got to realize to play that way. And the more that we play closer games, the better we're going to be. And I'm not blaming nothing because I'll take full responsibility of everything. But that 2 weeks laid off and now coming to play the teams that we're playing who are traditionally good and is going to get after you, and we're surviving, it's going to make us better, at the end in the next 2 weeks. I believe anyway.
Well, the blueprint right now that I've seen so far is everybody wants to double down on Haley inside and collapse on her. Mm-hmm. The only way to get them out of that is to shoot from outside and bring them out. We did that at Lexington. They had to come out of their zone and do that. And then when they did, Haley took advantage of it. Same thing tonight, except she was so active down low that she was quick enough. The passes were crisp, quick, and she was going to the basket that they couldn't come over with the weak side help, and that helped a bunch too.
A bunch, yeah. And also she ended up getting on our offense. She would go to the backside and stay there a little bit. We kind of adjust that a little bit. So when the ball was shot, she would have rebounds to stick back in. But, yeah, she did a really good job about moving it and doing. We just have to get more consistent on our shooting. You know, Faith Ann and Strick right now in Harville, but Strick and Faith Ann, both of them, their percentage is pretty good at shooting threes. We just haven't hit them. And when Faith Ann gets warm and Strick gets warm, everything else seems to click. And they start coming out, and you got to make shots. You know, we're not, you know, you live by the three, you die by the three, but that's not our MO. We'd like to get it to the post. But if you're not hitting the three and they say, take it, and you don't make it, I mean, it's not like it's bad basketball. It's like you missed it, you know. And I was proud of Strick, you know, under a pressure situation. Hit that last free throw to go up 4, so it kind of sealed everything. So for her to step up after missing a few in a row, and by far she's our best free throw shooter percentage-wise in the book. So having her, we had the person on the line that we wanted it, and she came through at the end. So.
We'll get a couple of games next week real quick, going to Central Alabama, and then McNary Central comes to town on Tuesday night. That'll be a tough one.
Yeah, you know, to go down to Central Alabama and play them, and then play a district game, which is a big district game, and hopefully that by playing 2 games in a row, that the second game that we can come out with a lot of energy. So we're not going to really have practice tomorrow or Sunday like we usually do on a Monday. I'll open up the gym, and hopefully our shooters will come up and work on their shot.
Appreciate you coming up. Yeah. Congratulations on the win. Lady Tigers 2-0 in the district, and hope to continue it next week. Let's take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back with the second half right after this.
They quick started the second half on us, and they're already under play. No one scored yet. Chester County with it, working on their end of the gym now. They get it down to Barham in the corner, and loose ball is going to be knocked out of bounds. And Chester County will take it out, baseline right side of the lane, inbounds to Ketchum over on the left wing in the corner. Now to Welch. Welch back to Barham. Barham going the dribble. Has it tipped away by Irvin. Loose ball. Now with it is Wilkes. Wilkes is on the attack. Drives in the lane. Stops. 3 or 4 foot floaters off. No good. Rebound and a whistle and a foul is going to be called on. They're going to call it on Wilkes. That's his second. Team's first in the second half. 29-23, Tigers down by 6, and Chester County slowly dribbling it down. 7:12 left to go in the third period. So long 3-pointer off of the right side by Barnes, no good. Rebound is right, or rather McGee. McGee to Yarbrough. Yarbrough down in the corner to Wilkes. He will start right out of the corner and go to the left wing or right wing. Now to Yarbrough. Yarbrough finding McGee in the lane. He lays it right over the lip of the rim. And the Tigers get on the board in the second half, cutting the lead to 4. 6:30 left to go in the third period. Ketchum under, and a reach-in foul is going to be called on Wilkes, I think. And that's his third foul.
That other foul a while ago they gave to McGee.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Inbounds pass stolen away. Irvin comes up with it, and the Tigers dodge an offensive bullet there. Defensively, now the Tigers back on the attack. They go to Carter Smith on the right side. He's playing with 3. Now to Wilkes. Wilkes drives in the lane, gets a little reverse layup, lays it up and in, and that drive to the basket ended up in 2 points for the Tigers, and now only a 2-point deficit in the game as a whole. Gaines over to, was charged by Barham there. Barham got the steal, but he stepped on the sideline and coughed up the basketball to the Tigers with 5:46 left to go in the third. Tigers can tie the game or go ahead by 1 with a 3 here. Wilkes behind the back dribble leaves Welch behind there. Now to Irvin. Irvin drives, is going to go up for the shot, loses it, recovers it himself underneath to McGee. McGee scores. McGee got the loose change in the lane, laid it up, and we're tied at 29. So the Tigers do a 6-0 run here in the third period. And have a race to deficit. Driving and putting up a 5-foot floater is Pirtle. Pirtle will be fouled. Foul's going to be on Yarbrough. That's 3 on Yarbrough. And Michael Pirtle's going to the line to shoot 2. Nothing but net on the first one. Second shot. Got the roll on it. 2-point Chester County lead here. Inbounds, almost stolen away, but Wilkes controls it to Irvin. Irvin across the timeline. Back to Wilkes on the left side. Wilkes stops. Finds McGee down in the paint. Hook shot up. Got it. Yes, nice play. Beautiful sky hook by McGee there. He went from left to right, put it up with the right hand, and they were tied at 31 again. 4:50 left to go in the third. Welch, right to left at the free throw circle, goes over to Ketchum. Ketchum working against McGee, and a whistle and a foul is going to be called on McGee, pushing on and that's going to be the third on McGee. Team's 4th here against none for Chester. Inbound pass. Batted away, and the Tigers off to the races. They go down to Irvin. Irvin goes up for the jump shot and missed it, but a whistle and a foul is going to be called. And they're calling blocking, not charging. That's on Welch. Right now there have been 28 fouls called. Irvin goes to the line to shoot 2. First shot's off, no good. Tigers only hitting 45% right now. He missed them both. Now whistle, and they're saying a lane violation by Chester County, and Irvin gets another shot at it. 4:32 left to go third. We're tied at 31. Irvin's second shot's up. Oh boy, this one got the roll. Boy, it took forever to go down. But it finally found the nylon, and now there's a whistle and a foul call on Irvin as he challenges Anderson in the forecourt. And Irvin will pick up his second foul. Inbounds pass. Driving shot, no good by Barham, and a whistle and a foul called on the rebound. Wilkes upset about something. That's going to be on. We never did get that player's number, name.
That's London Rose.
London Rose.
Yeah. He's coming out now.
Well, he came in long enough to pick up a foul. So Tony Washington on the line, shooting 2. First one is good, missed the second one. Tigers get the rebound. And we're on the action end. Down to Wilkes in the corner right side. Outside now to Sample. To Wilkes. Sample gets it back in the corner right side. There's a long 3 by Wheeler Wilkes, who hit a bomb from way outside. Cutting the lead now to 4. Or giving the Tigers a 4-point lead. Now to Pirtle. Gets it over to Barham. Barham loses it in the lane. It's picked up by Carter Smith. Over now to Sample. In the corner is Wilkes driving in the paint. Puts up a shot. Missed it. Got his own rebound. And ran smack dab into the official on the baseline. And now there's timeout on the floor. Timeout Hardin County. 3:27 left to go third period. Tigers up 35-31. We will be back in 30 seconds. (36-31) the score right now with the Tigers up by 4 with 3:27 left to go in the third period. Chester County with the basketball in the backcourt. They get it over to Pirtle on the offensive end. Under to Washington. Now back outside to Ketchum. On the corner left side of Pirtle. Ketchum drive in. He goes in the lane. It's going to be called for a charge. And that was Gaines, rather, who will be picking up the foul. That's his third. Six team fouls for the Tigers. 2 team fouls for Chester County. 3:05 left to go in the third. Tigers up by 4. Sample double teamed in the backcourt. Gets it over to Wilkes. Wilkes loses it, trying to reverse dribble, and now there's a loose ball. Chester County picks it up. Going in for the shot is Anderson, and he scores. That cuts the lead now to 2. Down mid-court pass taken by Wilkes. He tried to force it down the floor to Nesbitt. Didn't get there. Stolen away by Chester County. Here's a 3 on their end. No good. Rebound taken down by Carter Smith, and he's running. Smith stops on the left side to Duke Sample for 3. Off the back rim. Rebound Chester County. Pirtle running. 2:23 left in the third. Pirtle stops. Puts up a jumper. No good. Rebound is finally controlled by Washington. He puts up a muscles up a follow that does foul, and there's a whistle and a foul call. They're going to give him the basket. Yep. And that's his 4th. That's going to be on Wilkes. I think that's what he said.
They got it third up on the board, but I'm not sure.
Washington on the line, shooting 1-1. Already in the 1-1 with 2 minutes left in the third. He missed it. Rebound Tigers. Tigers midcourt to Smith. To Wilkes in the corner for a long 3. No good. Rebound Ketchum. Ketchum gets it out. Outlet pass. Anderson goes in, gets the layup and hits it. 37-35. Chester County now on top. Samples in the forecourt at the free throw line. Goes down to Wilkes for 3. His shot's no good. Hits the top of the backboard. Comes down. Nesbitt's going to fight it out there with Ketchum. The 2 of them will finally end up getting it out to Carter Smith. And the Tigers will control with 1:36 left to go before the end of the third period. Here's a long 3 from the corner by Smith. Garrett Smith, it's no good. Tigers get the rebound out to Wilkes, and if you heard the crowd, Wheeler Wilkes down to 3 there. He's got 8 now, and it's a 1-point Tiger lead, 38-37 with 1:14 remaining, third period. Eagles with the ball down to catch him in the corner. He drives in, puts up a shot up, no good. Everybody kind of stopped, and then Nesbitt ends up with the rebound. Now down to Carter Smith. His turnaround jumper is no good. And it looked like Garrett Smith was going to have it as it was going on the end line, but it slips out of his fingers. It'll be Chester County basketball with 52.8 seconds remaining in the third period. Tyrekus Anderson across the timeline for Chester County, 45 seconds now. They have pulled Barham all the way up to the high post on the right side. Barham gets it, goes underneath, kicks it out to Washington. Now a three-pointer off the left wing in the corner by Bolton, and it's good. So now Chester County's got a 2-point lead. This game has changed hands about 20 times tonight. Inbounds pass with 26 seconds. Across the timeline goes Sample. Down in the corner to J.T. Smith. Smith moving back toward the middle. Head of the key, drives in the lane, dishes off on his side. Nesbitt's jumper, it's off, no good from about 12 feet away. Rebound taken down by Gaines, or rather by Bolton. Bolton under, driving, scoring. It's Washington, and he's fouled. He was on the left side. He just kind of leaned in and got the roll. Foul is going to be on Garrett Smith. I show that as 4 for him. I mean Carter Smith, not Garrett. For the shot by Washington is up and good. And at the buzzer, there's a long shot. I think it was Sample put it up. It's off, no good. And the third quarter comes to a close. Hardin County trailing now 43-38. We'll take a pause here for a word from our sponsors. We'll come back with quarter number 4. The Eagles have the ball to start the fourth period. They lead by 5. And Anderson goes to Barham. Barham will stop, and it's going to be called for traveling. As he headed down, was going to post up against McGee, and then the official on the backside said, "You did something wrong with your feet, my friend." And it's Tiger basketball. Yarbrough to Irvin. On the right side, Irvin quickly underneath. A quick pass from Yarbrough into Irvin. Irvin's shot won't go, but he's fouled. 7:33 left to go. And Tylen Irvin on the line shooting 2. First shot is off and no good. Second shot won't find the range either. Rebound Anderson. Anderson down the floor, goes in, puts the shot off the rim, no good. Rebound. McGee struggles with Barham, and finally the Eagles end up with the basketball, and it's outside with Pirtle finding Anderson on the right wing. Now back to Barham. Now to Anderson. Anderson guarded by McGee way out at the high post. Driving in the lane and feigning a jump shot with kicking it rather out to Anderson on the right side. His three is no good. Wilkes with the rebound. He goes to Yarbrough. Yarbrough to Irvin. And it's 6:48 left to go. Tigers down by 5. Now there's a whistle and a foul called on Pirtle. That's his third. Team's fourth. Irvin going to the sideline to inbound. Gets it to Yarbrough in the backcourt. And the Tigers on the attack. Has Steele taken away at midcourt and going down for the jam with Michael Pirtle. And he gets to the easy way with the steal and the deuce. Yarbrough comes down the floor and tries to drive it down low to McGee, and they throw it out of bounds. It will be Eagle basketball, but only after we come back from a 30-second break. We'll be right back after this. Earlier tonight, Tigers right now in a quest to try to come back and win here. They're down 45-38. 6:29 left though. Lots of time. Just got to start playing some D and getting some good things to happen on offense. Anderson goes to Barham. Barham in the lane goes in for the shot. He's going to travel with the basketball again. I think that's the third travel he's had tonight. For mistake, we'll give it to the Tigers. Yarbrough to Irvin. Irvin will dribble across. Moves sort of rightish. Goes back leftish to Yarbrough. Back to Irvin. Irvin's going to get called for traveling. And
we're falling apart here.
That or these officials are hypersensitive to the travel tonight.
He jumped. He jumped. He traveled.
So Eagles bring it down across the timeline. Anderson goes to Barham on the left side, and somebody missed an assignment, and the shot by Anderson is off, no good, missed the follow. Rebound Yarbrough. Boy, the Tigers dodged a bullet right there. Yarbrough takes it off, coast to coast, lays it off the glass. They didn't even challenge him. He just took it like a practice layup. And he laid it up and in, cutting the lead now to 5, 45-40. Chester County on top. 5:31 left to go here in the fourth. Steal by Yarbrough. Yarbrough took it away from Bolton. Bring it down the floor, goes underneath, and going up for the shot. It's McGee. He scores, and he is fouled. That'll go a long way for cutting the lead. And I believe that's on Barham, his third. And on the line with the opportunity to cut this lead to 2 is one Caleb McGee. And nailed that one, no question. Confidence galore on that free throw, and the Tigers trail by a scant 2 points with Chester County bringing the ball down the floor with Aiden Welch. Drives in the lane, goes in, kicks it out on the left side now, and a shot off, no good by Bolton. Rebound, however, is Chester County. Anderson puts up a follow, saved in on the line, and finally, in an attempt to conserve the basketball, Wheeler Wilkes is going to sort of shove it out toward midcourt, and it goes out of bounds off of him. Chester County will take it out with 4:53 left here in the fourth. Ketchum over a long three. It's off and no good by Pirtle. Rebound taken down by Ketchum. Now another three. This is going to be off. Rebound taken down by McGee this time. Finally got some board action under there. Tigers can tie or take the lead. Driving in the lane, putting up the shot. Good! Carter Smith went left to right across the lane. They gave him his head. He put up about a 3-footer. Got the roll, and we're tied at 45. Kent Welch down in the deep corner for the right side. Three is off, no good. Rebound put up and no good again. Rebound taken down this time by Sample to Yarbrough. Yarbrough splits a double team. He's going to be fouled at that point. It's only the 6th team foul, so. And
well, the good thing is they started falling in love with the three because they were killing us underneath earlier and kind of let us back in the game.
So, Wilkes tries to lob it underneath to McGee, and now the ball gets knocked out of there, and McGee is twisted his ankle a bit. He's hobbling some. Maybe he'll be able to walk it off. He's working on it right now as we're getting ready to read. He's going to stay in the game. Sample will take the inbound, will inbound it to, rather, Wilkes. Wilkes stops head of the key, picks up the dribble. Now goes to Carter Smith. Smith goes under. McGee turns, fires, missed it. Got his own rebound, laid it up and in. When McGee went up for the shot, he knocked Barham down, and Barham couldn't get up, and McGee was all by himself. Tigers are up by 2 now, driving in. Jumper by Barham is up and good. So we're tied at 47. Tigers down the floor. They get it to Smith inside. Back rim going up.
Cutting.
Going up with for the rebound was McGee. McGee goes to the floor hard.
Yeah.
And he's acting like he's going to get up and go to the free throw line.
That could have been worse.
He got a knock on his head. I could tell he went straight to his.
Yeah. Well, he got up under
to the back side of his head.
Cut his legs. I mean, not intentionally, but he got on his back and then fell backwards.
I think he's a little bit dazed right now.
I just hope he's not confused.
He's going to go to the line. You're not funny.
You just got the reference.
It just took me a second. Yeah. I didn't expect it from you.
Yeah.
Missed the free throw. He must be dazed. When Chester County with the basketball on the other end. Yeah. Three put up with 3 minutes, 12 seconds left by Bolton, and he hit it. We are tied at 47 with 3:09 left to go in this game. We're going to take a pause here, try to catch our breath. We'll be back with more basketball action in 1 minute. Okay, the Tigers will take it out with a long court to go here in the backcourt. Sample inbounds it to Wilkes. Wilkes will dribble across the timeline for Hardin County and goes in the lane, tries to dump it off to McGee. Getting involved in the play there was Barham, or rather Washington, and I think a held ball is going to be the call.
I mean, there comes a time when you just got to take it to the hole, and that pass wasn't there. It was open for Wheeler.
Tigers take it out inbound. They go to Yarbrough. Yarbrough left alone for a layup, and he's going to
be fouled before the shot.
Yeah, going to call it on the floor, but he'll get a 1-and-1 out of it anyway. And that's on Aiden Welch, his fourth. A lot of players about to exit this game.
Get in there.
Yarbrough's first shot's up and good. That cuts the lead to 1, or rather to 2. And Yarbrough's going to cut it to 1 here. He did. Hit them both.
Yep.
And Chester County takes it out with 2:55 left to go here in this ball game. Welch across the timeline. Goes right side now to Bolton.
Wide open.
And left wide open.
I don't know who.
Washington, but somebody missed an assignment.
That's
there.
about 4 times.
Yarbrough now goes underneath, tries to get it. A hot pass into Garrett Smith, and Smith, or rather Carter Smith, and he can't handle it. It's going to be out of bounds.
Well, they're doing something that creates that opening down there where we're just abandoning the paint.
Tigers down by 3. Chester County with the basketball. 2:26 left. And Barham goes underneath to Washington. Washington, I thought walked, didn't get the call. Ball's going to be saved inbounds in the corner, we thought. But they're going to give it to Chester County. They had the ball anyway, so no big loss there. Ketchum lobs underneath, gets it under to Washington. His shot's no good. Rebound and a follow up by Washington is rejected by McGee. And it's 4 on McGee. To the line goes Tony Washington to shoot 2. First shot is up. Got it. There have been 39 free throws attempted in this game. Yeah, make that 40. As he hit both of those, Tigers down now by 5. Run out of time here with 2:05 left to go. Going to have to do something positive here. Wilkes with it, stops high post right side and gets it over to Sample. Sample loses footing and get called for traveling. And Chester County will take it out at a critical point in this game. I would expect them not to be in any hurry to take a shot up by 5 with less than 2 to go. So Bolton underneath, and as a matter of fact, they went right straight in the lane and let Washington go up for a shot. He missed it. Rebound taken down by McGee. Now the Tigers with Smith on the right side, and a 3 is off, no good by Wilkes. Rebound taken down by Washington. Clear out pass, driving down, putting up the shot, no good. Follow is good by Washington. So Tony Washington gets another 2, and it's 56-49 now. Driving down is Smith. Smith puts up a one-handed shot, a floater. It's good, and that cuts the lead now. It's like now a 5-point game with 109. Timeout on the floor. Timeout Hardin County. 109 left, and we will be back in 1 minute. The Eagles take it out in the backcourt, and Welch will pass it across and get it to Barham. Barham now dribbling way outside, waiting to be fouled. I'm thinking a lot of players with 4 fouls here. As he goes up, puts a shot up, no good. Rebound, taken down by Yarbrough. A whistle and a foul that will put Yarbrough on the line all the way on the other end of the floor.
I thought we were going to do a little defense, offense, and then we didn't come out and foul them. We let them run their offense and got a break with the basket.
49 seconds left.
With the rebound.
As I said, 49 seconds left. Tigers down by 5, but Yarbrough can cut that to 3. If he can hit both of these 1-and-1 shots, and he hit the first one. It always helps to add points to the scoreboard without the clock running, particularly when you're behind. Washington checks out. Into the game comes Chance Thompson, I think. Second shot's up and good as well. Yarbrough doing what you need to do. He's got 18 tonight. So it will be timeout now. Timeout Chester County with 49 seconds left. I'm sure this is going to run a minute too, so don't touch that dial. Be back in 60 seconds. Tigers down by 3. Chester County inbounding it. Double teaming in the backcourt. Get it to Bolton across the timeline, down in the corner, back outside to Bolton. As Chester County probably put in some shooters, knowing they're going to go to the line, and Irvin's going to pick up a foul there. Now they're going to substitute 4 players here. J.T. Smith, Garrett Smith, and Nathan Nesbitt. On the line, shooting 2. Oh, I admit. Is Welch, and he hits the first one. It looked like they were set up for a 1-and-1, but that was the 10th Tiger foul. It had to be 2-shot penalty. Second shot coming, missed it. Rebound is taken down by McGee. McGee to Yarbrough. 35 seconds as Yarbrough crosses the paint. Gets over now to Samples.
Good
Samples
move.
drives in, missed the layup. Rebound is taken down by Barham. Barham cross to Welch. Now a whistle and
well, they got some wholesale substitutions. He really saved us some time.
23.9 seconds left now. 57-53 with timeout on the floor. We'll take a pause here. We'll be back in 60 seconds. (57-53) the score. 23.9. Except 0.9 seconds left to go, and Chester County will probably be going back to the line pretty quickly. Inbound as and again here goes Irvin right straight into half tackle Welch.
Yeah, he made the last 2. That's who they wanted to get the ball to. And
That's 4 on Irvin. To the line goes Welch, and he'll be shooting 2. First shot is no good. That's a little fresh air there.
Yeah, we needed to miss this one too and get a quick basket.
Tigers down by 4. They need to get this rebound and get at least a 2 on the next trip down the floor, maybe 3. Welch, deliberate dribble, missed it. Rebound, Smith, Carter Smith to Yarbrough. 19 seconds across the timeline. Yarbrough on the left side now to Sample. Back to Yarbrough. Right side to Wilkes. Back to Yarbrough.
Shoot the basketball.
Now on the left side, here's a shot by Carter Smith for 3. No good. Rebound is kicked out in the corner. 3! At 3 seconds left. Wheeler Wilkes hits a 3. As McGee got the rebound, threw it in the corner, and it's a 1-point game with 2.9 seconds remaining on the clock. Chester County up 57-56. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a 30-second pause. We'll be right back. Crowd's gotten into it now. Tigers trail by 1. Chester County has the ball, but 2.9 seconds between them and a victory here if the Tigers fail to score. I'm sure there'll be an immediate foul.
Get him
down and a foul call with 2.3 seconds remaining. As I believe it was J.T. Smith got called on the foul. There's no damage to him.
Well, he'll get 2, but it's going to take some doing. But it can be done.
I don't know why we backed out of the lane, but we did. So Nesbitt and Smith are standing in the lane. To the line goes Ketchum. First shot is off. No good.
Well, that opened the door.
Tigers still got a chance for a miracle here.
Now we're going to another timeout.
And now there's timeout. Timeout Hardin County with 2.3 seconds remaining. And they trail 57-56. Take a quick spot here. We'll come right back. So Chester County comes out of the timeout, waiting for the Tigers to come out. Tony Washington walking over there and eavesdropping on what they're doing. I've never seen that before.
Well, there's a lot of they can't do that. They have to get
Chad Barham and Washington walk over to the
they've been watching
Tiger bench and
NBA.
Eavesdropping. Finally, the official comes over and says, "Boys, you can't do that."
And there's a lot of scenarios here that could happen. They're going to drop everybody back. You know, we were talking about, do they want to bring anybody down? And
I'm guessing they're probably going to go for a missed shot here. And he hit it.
That's okay.
All right, and it won't make a whole lot of difference. What's got to happen here is we're going to have to get a long pass for somebody. We got Smith. Garrett Smith is wide open way down the court. Inbound goes to Wilkes. Wilkes throws it up at the buzzer and won't go.
Yeah, it was just
he was under pressure, turning, pivoting, trying to get loose, and got close enough. Just didn't go in.
Well, I mean, it was a good game between these two teams, kind of equally matched. I think what killed us, we went on a 15-2 run, and then we kind of did some substitutions, and they came back and ended up the third quarter with a 5-point lead after that run. And then, but, you know, it was a good game. There's a lot of positive things to take from it. You know, a district game and losing by 2, what can you get positive out of that? We played really well. We made some mistakes, and so did they, and it kind of started off slow anyway. But proud of the way this team fought, especially, you know, Caleb on the inside. Another good night tonight, and he's starting to get better down low. I don't know how many points he had tonight, but several points on the inside, several rebounds, as he did on Tuesday night.
He got 16.
And then, you know, Marlon starting to heat up a little bit. Of course, Wheeler.
He had 18.
Yeah, doing his thing that he does. And just it's a tough loss, but, you know.
He had 11. So.
Yeah, but, you know, overall, a good night, a competitive night, much more competitive than Tuesday night.
Carter Smith had 9, by the way. So
yeah, he had a good game.
Very close to having 4 players with double figures, and that's a good sign. So offensively, I think we played a pretty good defensive game. I think this Chester County team's a little better than they showed us tonight. We kept them in their place. I would think that 58's a low number for them.
Well, they heated up a little bit. They brought the pressure on us and really forced us to speed up. And when you speed up, like I said, a lot of things happen, a lot of bad things happen. And they created a lot of turnovers, you know, unforced errors, and kind of went on a little run of their own and got that 5-point lead. And, you know, we missed some free throws in amidst all that, too, that kind of came back to bite us.
No question. So the final 58-56, the Tigers fall and go 0-2 in the district, and have, as we said, Central on Monday, and then McNary comes to town on Tuesday. So not much daylight in the next few days.
No, there's no daylight for the next 2 weeks at all, and you know, you're just jockeying for position right now for the tournament. There's 4 teams in the tournament, no play-in game. You know, that's what it's all about, and then try to finish in that top 2 in the tournament and get a region home game. But a lot of basketball to go before we get that far, though.
No question. Before we go off the air tonight, I want to make sure we provide the scoring for the girls' game tonight and the boys. Haley Hallett had 18 points tonight. She was followed by Bailey Gamble with 5. Reese Harville had 3. Sarah Strickland had 3. Faith Ann Shelby, a low night for her. She had only 3. And Haley Hardin had 3. For the Tigers tonight in the nightcap, get the screen up here. As I said earlier, Marlon Yarbrough will have 18 to lead both teams in scoring tonight. Kayla McGee had 16. Wheeler Wilkes had 11. Carter Smith had 9. And Garrett Smith had 1. Tylen Irvin had 1. And that's about it. So we got the weekend, and then we'll go down to Central on Monday night and come back home to play McNary on Tuesday. Don't forget Sports Talk in the morning.
Yeah, 9 a.m. in the morning.
We'll be there bright and early with all kinds of wit and wisdom waiting for you.
I don't know about
on a Saturday morning.
But we'll have some coach talk. I know that, and we'll look at Tuesday night's game and tonight's game, and then, of course, get you set for a big week next week with 3 games coming up.
All right, sounds like a lot of fun if you ask me. Lady Tigers win 35-31 tonight. Tigers fall 58-56. For Steve Carnell and my good friend Steve Smith, this is Bill Sharp saying good night, Tiger fans.
The sophomores are the winners of the hallway decoration contest. And in an exciting turn of events, the freshmen had the most participation in our dress-up days. We hope everyone had a fun and exciting homecoming week. And now, please direct your attention to the center court line for the presentation of our 2022 basketball homecoming court. Senior basketball player Emma Smith is escorted by junior basketball player Wheeler Wilkes. Senior basketball player Kenzie Moore is escorted by senior basketball player Zach Wright. Senior basketball player Haley Hallett is escorted by senior basketball player Tyler Geralds. Your freshman attendant is Riley Strickland. She is the daughter of Stacy and Suzanne Strickland. Riley is escorted by junior basketball player Tylen Irvin. Sophomore attendant is Olivia Hill. She is the daughter of John and Pamela Hill. Olivia is escorted by sophomore basketball player Tanner Davis. Junior attendant is Anna Harrison. She is the daughter of Todd and Jennifer Harrison. Anna is escorted by junior basketball player Caleb McGee. Senior homecoming candidate Caroline Nix is the daughter of Kirk and Wendy Nix. Caroline is escorted by sophomore basketball player Carter Smith. Senior homecoming queen candidate Faithlyn Shelby is the daughter of Jason and Christy Shelby. Faithlyn is escorted by junior basketball player Garrett Smith. Your 2022 Miss Basketball is Sarah Strickland. She is the daughter of Stacy and Suzanne Strickland. Sarah is escorted by our 2022 Mr. Basketball, Marlon Yarbrough. Presentation of awards to our 2022 Mr. and Miss Basketball by 2020 Miss Basketball, Lexi Duke. And now for the crowning of our 2022 basketball homecoming queen, Faithlyn Shelby. Congratulations.